Hello, welcome back to another A Blind Man's Life video, and also, welcome to a Jay's Collectible video. So this one's going to be interesting. I have reasons why I'm going to do this. I'm going to post this on both of my channels, for a couple of reasons. I don't think I will really do this that often, but just for this video, I'm going to make an exception. You're probably wondering why I'm going to do that. Well, I think in the title, I'm going to have it say something along the lines like, do I collect too much? And this video is going to help me get some of that stress out of me and everything. But, so the reason I'm doing on both channels, for Jay's collectible channels, is because it's kind of action figure related and collectibles related. We got Legos, Marvel Legends, a vintage collection, and all that jazz. So that's why it's going to be on that channel. On Blind Man's Life channel, it's because this is about my life, and it's some of the stuff I've been thinking over the last few weeks or months have been causing me a little stress, and I thought I'd put that out there because it is about my life and everything. It's about a blind man's life. And that's kind of that reason. Plus, I may get some suggestions. I mean, I already have an idea what I'm going to do, but my Blind Man's Life channel has a bigger audience. Not too big, but it's a bigger audience than my collectibles channels. But again, I wasn't quite sure where to put this video, so that's why I'm going to do it on both the channels. So I hope everyone's going to be okay with that. But yeah, so let's get into the video. So over the last few weeks and months, I've been thinking, do I collect too much? And the answer is yes, I probably do collect too much. If you are a collector of some sort and you collect all these different themes, you may get a bit overwhelmed. Like, you may wish that, oh, I wish I was only collecting this or that. Well, that's how I've been feeling for the last 2 years. It all started with my Marvel Legends line when I did the Build-A-Figures, and I got the main movie figures and along with the comic book figures. That got too much for me, so I cut that down to only movie figures, and ever since then I haven't really got any comic book characters. Now we'll get to that a little bit later, but I will make exceptions for that type of stuff. They're not really comic book characters, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So that's like when I really started to feel overwhelmed. It was about 2 years ago when I all those Marvel Legend characters. Recently, over the last few months, I just been feeling a bit more overwhelmed when it comes to collecting, and yeah, this video is going to be all over the place. Like I said, if you collect multiple themes, you may feel like how I feel, like, oh, I wish I only. There are some days where I wish I was only like a Lego person. I wish I was a Star Wars person or a Marvel Legend character person, collector. There we go. But I'm not. I collect a whole bunch of stuff of different genres and themes, so it gets a bit overwhelming. And so, that's why I'm just going to put this out here. I'm going to try to stay true to what I say here. Again, it may change in the future, but I'm going to really try to stay true to what I say in this video. So before we get into what I'm going to try to do, like to help relieve my stress, let's go through what I collect. We got the Marvel Legends line. I'm not sure if it's in shot, but it's to the left of me on the bookcase. So that's one of the lines I collect. I collect Star Wars Vintage Collection. It's on my wall over there. And they're all lined up above my review table. I collect Lego Star Wars and Lego Marvel Superheroes. And I also collect these things called the modular buildings. And they're basically buildings made out of Legos, but they could be put together and like make a little city. Now, there are some other exceptions when it comes to Lego. I'm calling this my history category. There are 6 sets Lego made that I kind of want for my house or apartment in the future. The first one is the Roman Coliseum. The reason I want that one is really cool, but also I'm a huge Night at the Museum fan. And I'm not quite sure if it was in shot. It may have been a shot in the Hall of Miniatures, but I'm a huge fan of like the Romans from that movie, and I just kind of wanted it because maybe I can build like a little Roman diorama. The Titanic is the next one. I'm a huge fan of boats, and so that's why I want to get that one. Plus, it's like part of our history and everything. Sorry, my cat wanted out. Where was I? Oh, yeah, Titanic. It's just part of our history, and so even though it was a horrible event, it's just like one of those things, because in the future, I kind of want to have like a little museum diorama in my apartment or house, wherever I live. So I have like little plaques or little papers just describing what it is, like you see in a museum. The third thing is the globe. It's basically a Lego globe. It's huge and round, and they were able to make the round shape of the Earth. So that's really cool. I can have it on my desk or in my history room. The fourth thing is the world map. It's basically the world map, but made out of Lego, and has all these different countries and everything, and I found that really cool. I think it'll be cool to have in my little history room also. The other two items I already have. The ISS, the International Space Station. The reason I got that one, because back in early this year, I read this article over the International Space Station on this website called Achieve. I think that was the title of it. I can't remember the website. If you go to school and you know what website I'm talking about, leave it down in the comments below. But I read an article on that website, and it made me really interested in the International Space Station. Now, also, I'm a huge fan of space. I like Star Wars, for example. I mean, it's not our space; it's fictional, but still. So yeah, that's why I got the International Space Station. Saturn V. That one's just another space item. I like rockets and everything, and yeah, that's why I got that one. So I'm not a huge history fan, but I just find some of the things in our history kind of cool and interesting, so that's why I got those items. So that's moving on from the Lego theme. So just like I said, Lego, Marvel, superheroes, Star Wars, and then the modulars, and then the history stuff. So that's just a bit of what I collect, and let's get into some of the things I may collect in the future. And there are exceptions why I'm going to do these, and we'll get into all the, again, what will be the final layout for my future of collecting. There are only a few things I plan on collecting in the future, and that is Lego Indiana Jones is coming back, I believe, next year. So if you like Indiana Jones, I suggest you pick this up. There's this reliable source called Promo Bricks that reveal that, and I am super excited if that were to come true. They're pretty reliable. I trust them. And so, yeah, that's a theme I'm looking forward to picking up. I love Indiana Jones. I missed out on the original theme, and it just looks really cool. And who doesn't love Indiana Jones? I mean, he's a cool character. It's Harrison Ford. So that's a Lego theme I'll be adding on and to my Lego themes. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, yeah. Star Wars, or Jazzwares, I think was the company. Micro Galaxy Squadrons. So basically, it's like Micro Machines. I think there was a thing called Micro Action Fleet. I can't remember what it was called. But Action Fleet, I think it was called. Back in the 90s or 2000s. I can't remember when. But I'm a huge micro ship type of person. That's kind of why I bought Lego Star Wars. I like Lego Star Wars. They are big and expensive, but you can get at least, unlike your vintage collection items, you can at least get a couple of the same vehicles, like the X-Wings, the Clone Troopers, and everything. So that's one reason why I really like Lego Star Wars. Just they're miniature, and you can get a decent amount of things at that scale and everything. But another reason why I like the Micro Galaxy Squadron theme is because I'm a huge Micro Machine fan. I remember when I was young, I would spend a lot of hours on the floor playing with them and everything. And in fact, let me grab something real quick. In here, I have a little box of Micro Machines. I gotta make sure the address doesn't show, but I have this little box right here, and we got Star Destroyers. I'm not sure how well that's showing up in my image shot, but we have a Star Destroyer and everything. We got an AT-AT. And yeah, I just remember going through, there's some cards in here. I just remember going through Panther 4 or Blockade Runner. Yeah, okay. I just remember going through those and playing with those because I loved doing little space battles when I was younger. And I can set up a little diorama. And like I said, that's part of the reason why I collect Lego Star Wars. You can display them. They're small enough, but they're not as big as the vintage collection, like the Razor Crest we have over there. Actually, no, it's back there. So that's why I'm going to maybe collect those, which come out this year. So who knows? I may get a few of those this year. And that may go on my collecting channel. But yeah. So those are the only two real themes I can really say I'll be collecting. Now, there are some stuff I have that I have an idea how I'm going to get rid of them. I won't say how. I'm sure maybe some people have an idea of what I'm going to do. But I have the comic book figures from the Marvel Legends lines. I'm going to sell a few of my comic book Build-A-Figures. I just said it, didn't I? Yeah, I'm probably going to sell, I guess I'm not going to say it. I'm probably going to sell some of my stuff. I'm going to sell the comic book characters, the comic book figures in the box over there, some Power Ranger stuff, and some Star Wars stuff, and yeah. I'm going to sell that. So the themes that'll stay here really are just the Marvel Legends, Star Wars Vintage Collection, and Lego Star Wars and Lego Marvel Superheroes, and the modulars. and then we may add on the Indiana Jones theme and the micro fleet. Now you're probably thinking, oh, you're getting rid of stuff, but you're adding stuff, and yes, you are correct. And that's why I need to make some pretty good decisions here in the next few years and everything. So like, let's go through the my rules for collecting. The Marvel Legends, I kind of already went over. I collect the movie characters only, and the Build-A-Figures I also get, but in the Marvel Legends line, you have to get the comic book figures in order to build a figure. So my plan is just to build a figure online, or to buy the pieces I need. For example, for the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness wave, there were only 2 comic book figures, and I believe it came with the legs for the Renshaw Build-A-Figure. I'm just going to buy the legs online. So that's how I'm going to get around that without buying the comic book characters. So that's my thing for Marvel Legends. I also put them back in the package and open them, so I don't have to worry about buying 2, because, oh boy, I don't even want to think about that. So yeah, that's my rules I have laid out for Marvel Legends. It's been like that for a while. Star Wars Adventure Collection. I want to try to get most of the newer ones. If the line ever ends, I want to go back and complete the line, because they have VC numbers like VC1, VC100, VC200, and so on. There's gonna be missing gaps in those, so I will probably want to complete those. But I'm only gonna worry about that until the line ends, because they have these reissue waves which have the figures from the original line of figures, and they're basically just bringing them back for newer collectors. Now, when it comes to opening stuff, I don't open up every single figure I get. I have exceptions. Clone Wars, Mandalorian, and if they're cool. Now, we're going to be adding a new one in the Obi-Wan series. I enjoy the Obi-Wan series. I think the figures we're getting are pretty cool. You're getting Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, and Reva. Now, for example of things I won't be opening, Andor looks really cool, the show. I like the trailer. But I don't see myself actually opening those characters. I just don't. I mean, that doesn't mean I'll hate the show. It's just, I feel like that's one of the things I won't be opening. So, Obi-Wan gets a pass because, again, he's Obi-Wan. But, yeah, that's my kind of thing for the Vintage Collection. I'll open cool ones, or the Obi-Wans, or Clone Wars, or Mandalorian ones, and I'll keep the rest card. When it comes to Lego, it's a bit more difficult, because there's a bit more themes in that line. We got Star Wars, Marvel, and soon to be Indiana Jones. Star Wars, I collect Clone Wars and Mandalorian also, and some cooler vehicles. Now, I won't get too deep into what I have planned, but in the future, I have some plans, and that doesn't mean these plans will come true. It's just fun to think about. I want to put that out there. But, I want to have a city, and I want to tell a story with my city, but it's nowhere near to being started right now. I have a good story on the city, but the story I want to tell, it's going to take a while to do. But, that's one of my goals. But I need to collect a few other Lego sets from the Star Wars line. So like the X-Wing, the TIE Fighter, so Army Build Troops sets. That's why I get some of those. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm not doing too good job of doing it. But yeah, I collect Mandalorian, Clone Wars, and then some other vehicles. And like the Obi-Wan sets are coming out. So yeah, Star Wars, that's what I do for Star Wars. Marvel. I used to actually only collect the movie characters. I used to collect just the Marvel sets from the movies. I don't know what got into me collecting the comic book characters, I think. I don't know. I had this idea I want to have every Marvel set from 2012 to now. Again, these are huge ideas or thoughts I want to have. And I guess we'll stop here for a second. Let's say, I'm trying to think how to say this. Here's a good way to put it. You can't have everything. I know that. You can't have everything. You gotta work for it, or you just can't. There's some things you're gonna miss out. And especially when you're younger, I feel like you may miss out a bit more. Because you're still living on your parents' roof, you don't have like a full-on job. And so it's like I think, I don't know where I've heard this, but I feel like when you're older, you have a bit more flexibility. Now, that must say, you always gotta think about your house, if you have a family, and then food and everything. And bills, that all comes before your wants. We learn in school, needs and wants. Everything I'm talking about is a wants. I'll put that out there. But if this were to become a job, and I don't think I've ever said this, but if I were to ever do this YouTube thing as a job, again, I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do right away, but then this will help me with some of the stuff I collect and everything. So, yeah, like I said, you can't have everything you want, but I feel like it's okay to like think about it, have an idea, like dream about it. There we go, dream about it. So yeah, that's a bit about my Lego stuff. left off on a cliffhanger. I don't remember where I stopped. Of Marvel. So Marvel, yeah. So the Lego stuff, I don't know what got into me wanting to collect the theme, but I will definitely continue on collecting movie line. So that's my thing with Marvel. We already talked about the history and then the modulars. And yeah, that kind of concludes, I guess, everything I collect and my rules. Star Wars and Marvel are a bit, I don't have a clear idea what I'm going to do with those right now, but the others I do. And then the Macro Galaxy Squadron theme, that's one I'll probably collect here. And with those, here's just something about those. They're less expensive than the Lego sets and the Vintage Collection. They're like in the scale, like same scale they should be in real life. Sorry, you hear a door opening. But yeah, I find that really cool. And there are also like at least easier to collect. I think the highest one's $40. So it's expensive, but if that's the highest price currently, that's not too bad in my opinion. And so yeah, those are gonna be really cool, and I'm looking forward to those. So that's just a bit about what I collect, and do I collect too much? And I think we come to the conclusion, yes, I do. It is a bit stressful sometimes. Like I said, wish I only collect one theme and everything, but hey, that's just who I am. I like a whole bunch of different themes. Let me know in the comments below for anyone on either channel. Do you collect stuff? And if you do you have multiple things you collect? And if so, have you ever been in a position where you feel like, or you wish that you only collect one theme? So that's something I'm hoping I get some feedback on and everything. Some days I wish I only collect baseball cards. But yeah. So yeah, that's just my little video on do I collect too much. And I don't know if I said this at the beginning. I was up till 2 a.m. last night. I think I went to bed around 1 because I was watching the X-Men, the animated series from the 90s. So I went to bed around 1. I was up till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, just thinking about things I can sell and things I'm collecting, things I need to get rid of. Again, this has really been kind of like making me a bit stressed lately, and yeah, it's just stuff I think about. And like I said, you can only dream, and like you can dream sometimes, but sometimes you can't get everything. As I want to put it out there that you just can't get everything. So I hope this video doesn't come off of bragging, like I have all this stuff and everything. I don't know what to do. It was just me. It's just my collection, and I just need to get this out there. Like just getting a bit stressed out, but also it's about my collecting and everything and what may come for the channel for my Jay's Collectibles. So that's why I thought I also put it on this other channel, the Jay's Collectibles channel. So yeah, that's my little video for today. If I think of anything else, I'll make an update video because I'm sure there's some stuff I forgot to say. I don't script my videos. I just go off the flow. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I hope you all have a good morning, evening, afternoon. That covers all the bases. That's for my Blind Man's Life fans. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I guess I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care. That's for my J Collectible fans. This is so weird doing this. Anyway, I don't think I'll be doing too many of these in the future, but yeah. But for real, everyone, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I guess I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.